What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 19 Ultimate Team game. We are here with the all out of position team today with some new acquisitions, including halfback Michael Vick and defensive tackle Lawrence Taylor. But what we want to do today is to try to break the game when playing offense. This is something that is not really supposed to be allowed to be done, but we are going to pull it off. We are going to have one player throw the ball to himself. That is right. We have quarterback LaDainian Tomlinson trying to throw to tight end LaDainian Tomlinson. And early on, the results don't look too good. LT drops the pass from LT, but on the very next play, this time Tomlinson's got it, and LT with the spin move, and he is gone for the touchdown. LaDainian to LaDainian. So what did we do? Well, you guys saw me set it up before we started off on offense. We have the middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson on the defensive side of the ball and the quarterback LaDainian Tomlinson on the offensive side of the ball. You're not allowed to run duplicate players, like, have a tight end Calvin Johnson and then a wide receiver Calvin Johnson. We kind of glitched the system, though. It's 4th down and 34. Hold that thought, because Dontari Poe is looking to return this punt. Oh, if there was ever a chance for Dontari Poe to return a punt for a touchdown, that was it. That was an absolute shank punt as LaDainian Tomlinson finds the end zone again. The LT to LT connection is unstoppable as my opponent nearly exposes Ronnie Lott with Tyreek Hill. Thankfully, we get away with it. 2nd down. We get the sack with Sean Taylor coming through. 3rd down and 19. You see, I'm using LaDainian Tomlinson on defense and throwing the ball on offense to LaDainian Tomlinson. So this is just the LaDainian Tomlinson special. And of course, we had to whip out the Chargers jersey, at least at home. On the away side, we just casually have Raiders jerseys on for no apparent reason. But we are going to try to do the same thing once again, and that is throw the ball with LT to LT. So yeah, you really aren't supposed to be able to do this, but with the way Madden 19 is set up in Ultimate Team, where there's a quarterback LaDainian Tomlinson and a middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson, we can actually kind of expose the system just a slight bit and sub in, our middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson at tight end. Since you can sub in middle linebackers at tight end, you can't really sub in defensive players for offensive players. Oh, hold on. Whoop! LaDainian Tomlinson wants to speak for just a second. Let's give LT the floor and let him do a couple of juke moves. Yeah, so middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson looks really cool at tight end, but he can't really catch. And it doesn't make much sense because it's LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the best receiving running backs of all time. But since Madden pretty much nerfs middle linebackers from being able to receive the ball, just make any catches even if they're wide open, the middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson, subbing him in at tight end, it seems really cool. And it's like, you might actually want to do this by watching this video. It's not a good idea because he's going to drop a lot of wide open passes. We actually have been getting pretty fortunate so far that LaDainian has been catching the majority of these passes, because more often than not, it doesn't matter how high the catching is on your middle linebacker. They just won't catch the ball. 4th down and 15 here. I don't know how this happens, but my opponent is going to make the reception with Julian Edelman. Well, I'll tell you how that happened because of Julian Edelman. Not his Julian Edelman, but our Julian Edelman. He just blew his coverage for no reason. He had the purple zone, did not cover it as LT lighting up John Elway. Elway trying to run the triple option. Oh, baby. I don't know how we didn't get that pick, but we're going to make LaShawn McCoy think twice before going in the middle of the field as he's going to go to the outside now. He's trying to dodge LaDainian Tomlinson, but he gets tackled by Ronnie Lott as my opponent putting together quite the drive here. 8 for 9 passing. John Elway, he's taking a couple of 3rd and 4th down completions, but he's feeling himself. That's a big sack, though, but that's nothing for this guy. 2nd down and 19. He calls a screen and tries to throw it in the middle of the field. That's not really the best idea. 3rd down and long. Elway in a ton of trouble, and he's got to be pretty fortunate that was just incomplete, but check this out. 4th down and 19 off the crossbar, and no good. Yikes, big yikes, and my opponent's gonna quit after this. He had enough of his kicker or just his lack of ability to make a field goal, and he's out. So we forced 2 rage quits now just by running the LT to LT offense, and we're gonna try it again because we have to at least complete a first quarter, right? As we try to lurk. You see, I'm just gonna use LaDainian Tomlinson throughout this video just because, after a while, I was like, you know what, man? let's just make this fully the LT special. LaDainian Tomlinson, can he score a touchdown on the defensive end? He's well on his way. And there goes LaDainian Tomlinson at the middle linebacker position getting a touchdown. Now, if we can just have an offensive touchdown with LaDainian Tomlinson throwing the ball to LaDainian Tomlinson, I don't know what would make things better. Maybe we try to return a punt with LaDainian Tomlinson, because technically that is possible. And maybe even a kick. I don't know. We'll have to find a way to sub in middle linebacker LT out there, as that is going to be caught. Ronnie Lott really closed in on that ball. And at the same time, it didn't matter. He just acted like he wasn't there. As my opponent goes middle of the field, he's got a pretty decent drive going together. DeAndre Hopkins knocking him down a little bit, just going to make him feel it as he goes end zone, throwing a rubber ducky. And that's going to be intercepted by one of our new out-of-position players, strong safety Dick Lane. And after all that tomfoolery, that's still going to be a touchdown at the end of the day, as my opponent comes with the hot blitz. And after the deflection, it somehow finds middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson with the catch. Second down. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying about LaDainian Tomlinson. Blatantly wide open. 2 plays in a row. No reason to drop that ball when this LaDainian Tomlinson has like a 70 catching rating. But he drops both of them. 4th down and 6, though. We go for it because, you know, we don't really care. Like, we're playing with an all-out position team. Simple football logic has bypassed us a while ago. So we go for it, and thankfully LaDainian makes that catch, gets this catch as well. Finally, LaDainian makes this catch here, and you see how like, he just keeps on calling mid-blitz every single play. So I'm just either going to put LaDainian Tomlinson on a slant route or, you know, a little flat route, depending on what side the mid-blitz is coming from, all that yada yada. But second down, he actually decides to come out in different coverage, and that allows quarterback LaDainian Tomlinson to do his thing. And quarterback LT is now going to run the QB draw. Not a bad idea to have a natural running back, you know, run a quarterback draw. It's just like a running back draw. And, you know, the halfback draw, we'll call it, I guess that is going to work. LT finds the end zone for the touchdown. So we have middle linebacker LaDainian scoring. We have quarterback LaDainian scoring. And I think we have a rage quit here. Did we have a rage quit? Have we forced a third rage quit with the LaDainian Tomlinson offense? Somehow, some way, the answer to that question is yes. I just am shocked that we are forcing rage quits. Like I said, oh, Javon Curse! Come on, big boy. You should have been able to pick 6 that one real quick for me. Second down. That's going to be a sack by Kevin Green, out of position at the left end position. Not really too out of position, but it technically counts as we get the interception with LaDainian Tomlinson. He puts his hands in the cookie jar, and LaDainian Tomlinson trying, oh, so hard to try to get that pick 6. And LaDainian Tomlinson, oh, so hard trying to get the touchdown. Middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson might have not gotten the touchdown after the interception, but don't worry, he'll get the receiving touchdown on the offensive end. We're up 7-0. Once more, the LT to LT connection, along with the LT controlled defense. Take a drink every single time I say LT or LaDainian, huh? Third down and 8. John Elway continues to be the quarterback for all of our opponents. Oh, watch out! LaDainian is lurking in the middle of the field. And watch out, because Terry Poe is ready to return a punt. Poe! What a tackle from Dion! Are you kidding me? He really made that tackle? Check this out! LaDainian Tomlinson is gone! Oh my, we had a linebacker in coverage on, well, our linebacker, and that should have worked, but he drops the ball. Next play, this time it's quarterback LaDainian. That's going to let us down, just missing the mark. And on third down, now the offensive line of mostly out of position players is letting us down. And this is where, you know, the gimmicky out of position team can sometimes cost you. Fourth down, the wide open hole, but it's middle linebacker LaDainian Tomlinson. And like I said, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to, like, don't try this at home, all right? Do not try this at home. Do not buy middle linebacker LaDainian in the auction house and think, yeah, this is going to work for me. This is cheese. No, they just make you drop the ball no matter how open you are. We called the perfect play, a fourth down in route. And, yeah. So now my opponent is threatening to try to tie the game up. That's a big sack by Kevin Green. LaDainian is lurking left and right. I think we would have had the interception, but LaDainian is kind of out of stamina because I use him on literally every single play, offense and defense. Third down and goal. Just gonna get that ball off for the incompletion instead of the sack. Kevin Green is just wrecking havoc on this poor John Elway right now. We end up holding serve, kind of, but look at my opponent coming out. Onside kick? What is the reason for this, my guy? I mean, we'll take the good field position, but that was really unprovoked. I don't know. I don't think we did anything wrong in the game as we try to run that quarterback slash halfback draw. Here comes pressure on second down. LaDainian scrambling, avoiding the pressure, buying time, setting his feet downfield to Deion Sanders. What time is it? Onside kick time! You know what, man? This is what we call goonball, alright? This is what we call way back in the day of the Addy cards, Madden YouTube days, goonball. Where if you initiate it, if you started, I'm gonna finish it, alright? I'm gonna onside kick this ball. And until he stops, that's when I stop. And we're just gonna, I don't really care, man. Like I said, we threw simple football logic out the window and we built this team. 3rd down and 11, John Elway looking late on the throw. But don't worry, this is the absolute perfect throwing catch. I thought we had that decently covered. I don't know how in the world that worked. It worked, and on the next play on the redirection, John Elway finding his man for the touchdown as Taysom Hill looking to return this ball. But I want Michael Vick to return the ball. So we're going to lateral the ball to Vick and not really get anything going. We've already returned to kickoff with Taysom Hill. The next guy up is naturally Michael Vick as LaDainian Tomlinson naturally leaving the pocket and scrambling, looking pretty nice, scrambling that football. So the one thing you need to know about Madden is that they nerf positions for certain stats. Like catching for a tight end at middle linebacker or tight end doesn't really matter. When you have Deion Sanders, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Deion's got his 2nd touchdown. I'm trying to throw the ball to LaDainian, but I couldn't deny it an easy touchdown. And I can't deny trying to go for the PAT, but we're running the fake with our out of position kicker running the ball. I didn't mean to do that. I thought it was a passing play. I thought I was passing it to my tight end, but I don't know. It was just I didn't even know what the fake was. So that definitely was destined to not work. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Oh my goodness, never mind. Hold on a second. DeAndre Hopkins has the interception, and Nuke flies over Elway for the touchdown. I'll tell you what, that did not need to happen. I didn't have to jump over John Elway. I did that for fun. We do not have to go for the fake. I did that for fun. And Odell threw quite the pass as we actually come out on a passing play this time. Unfortunately, that was Ronnie Stanley. Not even out of position like tight end or anything like that. As DeAndre Hopkins fumbles the ball off of a hit from DeAndre Hopkins. This out of position team is just hilarious, man. The situations we put ourselves in, and Kevin Green is a monster. How is Kevin Green doing so well? Oh my goodness, man. How many picks have we missed with LaDainian Tomlinson? 4th down and 12, pressure, Elway hit as he throws, and that's going to be intercepted by Dick Lane. It would have been better if we deflected the ball and swatted it, but I don't really care, man. Let's try to score a touchdown. Even though Taysom Hill was wide open on the wheel route, we're up by, 16 points here. I'm just trying to hit LaDainian Tomlinson as much as I possibly can. So the point I've been trying to make with all these silly plays constantly happening is that, positions get nerfed. Like quarterbacks, they will fumble the ball no matter what their carrying rating is as we go for the fake. Big Ben at the punter position! And this is what I was trying to lead up to. How does Julian Edelman drop a wide open pass as DeAndre Hopkins has his 2nd interception of the first half, looking for his 2nd pick 6, but he's eventually going to be tackled. So yeah, that is a cornerback Julian Edelman dropping the pass. And the only reason why it was dropped is because of the position nerf. So even though Julian Edelman is the Super Bowl MVP, caught a bunch of passes in the Super Bowl, you can't catch an open pass. That would have been a touchdown from our out-of-position punter, Big Ben, who didn't throw the best pass because even though, he's a quarterback at punter, it's a punter, so it doesn't matter what his throwing stats are, as LaDainian takes quite the here. A minute left in the first half. LT looking, buying time, and one more time we're going to scramble. Yes, wait, nope, wait, maybe, nope, not really. I really was trying to do something goofy there, a little bit too goofy, and we actually don't have middle linebacker LaDainian on the field right here. He's out of stamina, so we're going to have to try to make some magic happen with quarterback LaDainian Tomlinson, and this time we don't run backward. Look at this blitz up the middle. I was not prepared for that. We call our 2nd timeout with 24 seconds left. LT feeling the pressure from, I believe that is his own Lawrence Taylor right there. A different kind of LT. We're buying time. One more time with LaDainian throwing. And that's going to be intercepted by Xavier Rhodes. And that was a fluky interception because Rhodes was manned up on a different receiver. We actually had our middle linebacker LaDainian who probably would have dropped the ball anyways. Rhodes was just so far behind the guy he was trying to cover that he was actually able to make that interception. Oddly enough, as we are actually going to call our final timeout right here. 3rd down and 27. Let's try to force the issue. Let's see if he's going to make a mistake. Oh, he did! LaDainian interception! Oh, that damn cam return. Got me running the wrong way. I don't even think it was the cam return. I don't know what it was that made me go that way. So as you guys know, we're going to ladder with the ball. Michael Vick, and we're trying to return a kickoff for a touchdown with Michael Vick. Add him to the list of quarterbacks we have returned kickoffs with for a touchdown. So far, it's Lamar Jackson and Taysom Hill, and that's a text message, and that's LaDainian flying high. LT electric in the open field, over 100 yards rushing at the quarterback position, but that will be an interception. I don't know. I must have tried to like spam the A button right there because I threw a dog to. I believe that was Von Miller right there. I don't know what the purpose of that play was, but we got intercepted, and we are keeping my opponent in the game with all the nonsense we're doing, all the fake kicks and all that. But he doesn't want to win this game. I think he did the same thing we just did. Spam the A button, and that's going to be intercepted off the deflection by Steve Atwater, and that is going to force the rage quit. I think we're good for today. I think we've done enough LaDainian Tomlinson gameplay for today. And check out the stats right here, though, before we end the video. 6 drop passes from LaDainian, and 1 from Cam Chancellor. Well, I don't even know what Cam dropped the pass from. We have a drop from Cam, but yeah, 6 drops from middle linebacker LaDainian at tight end. That just lets you know how much they nerfed the catching rating. So yeah, leave a like in the video if you guys enjoy LaDainian Tomlinson. Throw into LaDainian Tomlinson, us breaking the game. Subscribe for more Madden 19 gameplays, and I'll catch you guys next time.